OK, just heard that Paul Garner is around, his mobile phone is working, so we'll send him into a shop some little while from now, maybe 20 minutes or so. Yet to hear from Wakefield on the art of writing a #1 record and how to follow it up. I've got to tell you about this. Seriously, if you want to take part in next week's quiz, whilst this thing is on tape, then phone in during the week on 7655 444. If you have a mobile phone and you want to take part in the quiz, the point of which is to see who, during the course of the programme, can go on the shortest real taxi journey. Okay? So you have to get into a cab or a minicab, you have to have your mobile phone on, and you have to go a certain distance and pay a fare for it without rigging it with the driver. Who can go on the shortest real taxi journey? So we want to hear people getting into the cab and then getting out an unreasonably short amount of time later. Not sure whether we'll do it on distance or time. We have yet to work that out. But if you want to take part in that, 7655 444 071 in front of it. Prizes we're giving away, as usual on 1FM, they're big. This one's for the ladies. Or actually, more importantly, it's for the men who want to see their women stay in shape. Bun in the oven and want to stay trim? There's no better time to do it. Lose weight during pregnancy with Gynasium, the placental gym that really puts Freddy Fetus through the treadmill. You've got a life to lead. He's got nothing to do for 9 months but hitch a ride. It's only fair he pays for the petrol, so why not install the miniature elastic trim that'll really stretch the little mite to the max? He'll burn so much energy you'll actually lose weight yourself. No skimpy diet, no painful exercises. Ute-aerobics. Let the little man do it for you. See the pounds fly off as he does sit-ups with the stiffened ergonomic drag strapped to his spine. Feel lighter by the hour as he jogs a double marathon on the placental treadmill. Feel the calories frazzle as he humps and pumps at the baby chest expander. Complete with in-utero monitor to watch him at work and a mini loud hailer to make sure he isn't slacking. Your friends can help out on that one too. It's the Gynasium, the elastic fetal exerciser that lets Junior junior. 071 76 55 444. Shortest cab journey, prizes like that, and a mad day with Mark Goodyear. All day with Mark Goodyear you can win. Do it now. We're just about to be hit with a huge... I've got a driving obsession tonight, obviously. Maybe something to do with the fact that I haven't got a car and I keep having to borrow somebody else's. But we're just about to be hit by a huge wave of advertising saying, do not drink and drive. And every time it comes round, there are an amazing number of loopholes and ways round drinking and driving, which seem to escape everybody. You know, I mean, it's not a simple case of do not drink and drive.
Well,
I mean,
it's do not drink and drive and get caught drinking and driving, or don't get arrested drinking and driving.
Well, or if you do get stopped drinking and driving, make sure that you can deal with it like an adult.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there are various ways, aren't there?
Well, one thing I was thinking, why not have false veins? Little plastic false veins, get them made. You could probably make them from a length of wire or something like that.
Yeah.
Hide them under your arm, next to the main vein. Fill them with, blood.
So you'd have a little jar behind you pumping it through.
Yeah.
Or you could hide your blood.
Yeah. Put it behind your kidneys. And what's that little sac? There's a little sac behind your kidneys.
There's a vein in the human body called the smuggler vein.
Yeah.
And you can, yogics can train the blood to go there.
But you can cheat, can't you?
You can cheat, yes. You can make the blood go there in a sudden rush. It's a dangerous thing to do, but take your tongue and clamp it in a pair of pliers until it bursts.
Yeah.
And then you're clean as a whistle. They couldn't get any blood, they couldn't get a drop of blood out of anywhere they tried to take from you. It's all in the smuggler vein.
How about, if you're not... I mean, surely the law must state that if you're not technically in charge of the car, because they do say that you've got to be in charge of a car and drunk.
Yeah, it's drunk in charge of a car.
If you had a car that was fitted with, little rubber, very floppy bits of rubber sticking out of the accelerator pedal, the gear stick, everything, and so that when they catch you, you're trying to manipulate the car with this stuff.
And you're not fully in charge of it?
No.
What about if you just put your hands over your ears and go, like that, when he talks?
Get off scot-free.
Declare your car an independent state.
Brilliant.
If you do that, if you declare your car an independent state, the cop has such a rough time trying to prove that you're not an independent state, but by the time it's all gone through... Then there's no point in blood testing.
He's going to think, stuff it.
Yeah, exactly.
How about if you can prove you live in your car? Because I mean, if they want to arrest you, they've got to have a warrant. If you're in your own residence,
yeah.
So you can't get in.
Milk bottles on the bonnet and stuff.
Yeah, a little bit of turf in the back garden, landing,
and a roll-out path at the side,
letterbox coming through the door.
Curtains.
In fact, if that happened, you could probably sit there whilst he's standing there, just going like that. You could be there just with a can of beer, just chucking it down.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. Of course, if he stops you, right, and you stop your car, say 50 yards away, He ggets out of the car, comes towards you. You leap out of your car, produce a full bottle of whiskey, chug the whole damn thing down.
Yeah.
Then how's he going to know when he breathalyzes you?
What? So he's going to have to... You're going to have to say... You can just turn around and say, I'm sorry, officer. I was completely sober. And now I am now pissed.
Yeah.
Go away.
It'd be great if you could have a car with 4 independent driving consoles.
What, inside the same car?
Each seat. So 2 front seats, the 2 back seats would each have a steering wheel, accelerator and brakes. So that you could have everybody in it. But the copper would never know which person was driving. So if he stopped you, as long as you had one person sober in there, everyone else could be absolutely off their face.
Why not just have a car with 1 driving console, 4 people in it, and the sober person driving, Chris?
Well, there'd be no point there, because, because then it wouldn't mean that a piss person could drive.
Very good point.
Yeah. OK, Wayne Carr, Britain's top FM DJ, now holding down swing jock posts at 7 FM franchises across the country, including 2 as Ground Librarian. Still grateful to him on 1FM for his in-depth rock-to-views. Here he is, talking to Wakefield. Wayne Carr. 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 OK, very pleased to welcome Wakefield. Hi.
Hi.
OK, we'll dub on the clapping for you. So say thank you like there's
thank you.
Yeah, okay, great. Now, this song you've got, which blew everything off the top of the chart and arrived there as soon as it came out, is an item of rock history.
I know.
Now, what did you think the song was going to be?
Well, I didn't like it.
Did you decide to change it a bit?
No, I mean, I think we put it a bit music in it because it was very, very simple. I mean, it's still very simple.
Well, what you did was you turned that simplicity from bad simple to good simple.
Yeah, I think that's what happened, because when I first heard it, I didn't like it.
Yeah. How did you put in the good simple?
I think the piano in the song, because there was less. I mean...
So the piano was the good simple?
Yeah.
I suppose you used the old maxim there that less is more, particularly when the more is a piano and you have to make it less.
Yeah.
Now, is that, do you think, what actually helped it to get there?
I think what helped it was that it's so easy to remember the song.
It's a sort of song you could remember after hearing it less than once.
Yes.
Because even halfway through, you begin to understand the bit that goes Saturday, Saturday, Saturday night, Saturday night.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can forget those words.
Well, I think that's a simple thing. It's so simple that you can even forget it.
I remember on a Top of the Pops rehearsal, I was there with my chum Peter Powell.
Yeah.
And we were watching Kylie Minogue rehearsing I Should Be So Lucky.
Yeah.
And she forgot the 4th lucky.
Yeah.
It was really difficult. So she go, I should be so lucky, lucky, lucky. And then she forgot the word before, in love.
Yeah.
It is tricky. Now,
no, it's true. It's like in the Saturday night when it starts, we have this
the duck noise.
And we have 5 of them.
Right.
And I always think that we have 6.
So that means that if you went to a supermarket and you bought some eggs, somebody could cheat you, giving you 5 eggs instead of 6.
Yeah.
Now, when you come to do a follow-up, you're going to plunge into that difficult second single syndrome. How are you going to cope with the stress of having to live up to it? It's got to be a hit.
Yeah, it has to.
Could it be a ballad like Sunday Night, and it could be like a slow thing?
Well, it's called Another Day.
Is it slow or fast? Can you give us a little...
It's more or less the same.
It is actually more or less the same.
When we had promotion concerts, for example, we had a lot of people singing it, even though it's more difficult.
But it's because they understood the first thing, Saturday, and you've got them acquainted with the idea of days of the week, and then when you have another day, it's like already in their head, so that they can actually get into that.
Yeah. We thought about we talked a lot about the respect of professionals and all these things because people came and asked for it and they had to go out and buy it and maybe I think maybe in the third single that's what we want to do.
So you'd like them to stand in a line and salute you?
Yes.
Wakefield talking to Pop Radio senior ring piece Wayne Carr. His next guest, I believe, in a couple of weeks, Edwina Currie. Didn't hear any of it. Did you see that Lord Onslow? That thing on Radio 3, like Lord Onslow takes you through pop culture. It's just one of those, it just blew my head off with its infuriating kind of, oh, aren't we so avant-garde, postmodern attempt. It was a Planet 24 thing. You could imagine them, they're saying, yeah, we'll have this posh voice talking about modern pop trends. And it doesn't really matter because it's on Radio 3. It doesn't matter if we get loads of facts wrong. We'll just have this posh voice saying rap and jungle, and I can get into that backbeat. And you could see them there at the meeting. They could all start slapping each other on the back and all running around and wanking into each other's faces and then just jerking themselves up either into each other's gobs or over this statue of Bob Geldof that they have in the room for the purpose. Great idea, yeah. Paul, is he in the shop somewhere? Paul?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Right, so what are you doing?
I'm in Sloane Square, big guy.
All right, it's sounding heavy down there.
Easy.
It sounds trepidation. It's New York.
What do you want with me tonight, you sweetheart?
Okay, how far are you away from the till?
3 yards.
When you get the change...
Yeah.
You say to the tillist...
Yeah.
Complain that the coin's a bit sleepy.
A bit?
Sleepy.
Okay.
There's a kid in there.
Here we go. Okay.
Sleepy coin.
Ah. Excuse me, could you replace this coin? It's rather sleepy. Okay, he's doing that. I've got another one.
Say the next one's fast asleep, it's even worse.
Oh. Unfortunately, this one is actually fast asleep. Could you turn it down for me? No, sorry? No, I don't like those ones.
Ask if she's ever seen that coin awake.
Have you actually ever seen this coin awake, as in awake? Sorry? She's asking what I mean.
Has she ever seen it awake, yes or no?
Have you ever seen it awake? No?
So it's probably got that disease.
It's probably got that disease. Confusion abounds.
Suggest that they give all their coins tea and that'll keep them awake.
Okay, yeah. Is there any chance you could give this a nice cup of tea to keep it awake, please? There was a nod of agreement, but actually no hot beverage served.
All right, give them all love from the elephants.
All my very best and love from the elephants. Thank you.
And then leave.
Thanks very much indeed. Goodbye.
Courteously.
I'm out of here, mate.
Doffing your cap.
I don't even have to run because she was smaller than me.
I like the way this turned out. It's just turned into such a laid-back, relaxed thing.
It was fun tonight. I've got my coffee. I'm happy.
Okay, go for a saunter.
I'm out of here.
Okay, next week, just do it so you're totally bored the whole time.
I will do.
Okay.
Easy, mate.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Okay, so next week it is my intention at the moment, I dare say I'll renege on this, to give Paul Garner a fake gun and get him to go into a shop and do a hold-up, because I know where I can get one. I went into a toy train shop when I was looking for a gun to take into a nuclear power station, which is another story. It did actually happen, but I never put it on the air. I said, could you give me a gun which would make a loud noise? And they went back to this kind of like little store at the back and pulled out this perfect replica of a small handgun. And the guy was really proud of the fact that it would actually fire a blank, which was enough to stun somebody at short range. And it's only 40 quid, and I can get that for Paul next week. And at the moment, I intend to do it. So that's going to happen next week. If you want to take part in the quiz and we have to go the shortest possible distance in a taxi, 7655 phone now, please. And if you want to win the 1FM Big Prize this week, then all you need to do is listen to The Breakfast Show. You can win tickets for the Christmas lights. That's the opening of the Christmas lights. It's a show which features cherry pickers, and it features supermodels in the cherry pickers, swooping low over the crowds, giving them all a golden shower. That's Claudia Schiffer, Naomi Campbell, and I believe Rachel off Don't Forget Your Toothbrush. So phone The Breakfast Show tomorrow and ask for that. Phone and you want to take part in the quiz, the point of which is to see who, during the course of the programme, can go on the shortest real taxi journey. Okay? So you have to get into a cab or a minicab, you have to have your mobile phone on, and you have to go a certain distance and pay a fare for it without rigging it with the driver. Okay, I just heard that Paul Garner is around, his mobile phone is working, so we'll send him into a shop some little while from now, maybe 20 minutes or so. Yet to hear from Wakefield on the art of writing a #1 record and how to follow it up. I've got to tell you about this. Seriously, if you want to take part in next week's quiz, whilst this thing is on tape, then phone in during the week on 7655 if you have a mobile. More importantly, it's for the men who want to see their women stay in shape.
bun in the oven and want to stay trim, there's no better time to do it. Lose weight during pregnancy with Gynasium, the placental gym that really puts Freddy Fetus through the treadmill. You've got a life to lead. He's got nothing to do for 9 months but hitch a ride. It's only fair he pays.
Who can go on the shortest real taxi journey? So we want to hear people getting into the cab and then getting out an unreasonably short amount of time later. Not sure whether we'll do it on distance or time. We have yet to work that out. But if you want to take part in that, 7655 444 071 in front of it. Prizes we're giving away, as usual on 1FM, they're big. This one's for the ladies, or actually more for the petrol. So why not install the miniature elastic trim that'll really stretch the little mite to the max? He'll burn so much energy you'll actually lose weight yourself. No skimpy diet, no painful exercises. Ute aerobics. Let the little man do it for you. See the pounds fly off as he does sit-ups with the stiff and ergonomic drag strapped to his spine. Feel